Hey girl, hey, it's your auntie Ling Ling. That started off as a joke, but now it's very serious because literally every time I go on my YouTube and Instagram comment, y'all calling me auntie Ling Ling, and I'm just like, okay, this is actually quite cute. So in this video, I'm gonna show you guys how to achieve this pink lemonade summery makeup look using zero foundation. In my previous YouTube video, if you haven't seen, make sure you guys check it out. I showed you guys how to achieve like a full coverage, glamorous, bronzy type of makeup tutorial for summer, and I want to do the opposite in this video. I want to do less makeup and more pink rather than bronze, because I know a lot of you guys probably prefer blush over bronzer. Before I start this video, I just want to let you guys know that this video is sponsored by Origin. This is their new moisturizer called Clear Improvement Oil Free and Bamboo Charcoal Moisturizer. Okay, first of all, I am very lucky to be able to test out this product for a few weeks before filming this video, because I wanted to make sure that this product really works for me and my skin. And first of all, Origins, you did your homework, girl. They obviously know about my skincare journey. I suffered from acne and very congested skin. I had congestion all over my cheekbones up here, congestion all over my jawline, loads of little bumps all over my face, unfortunately. So the two ingredients that they have in here is bamboo charcoal and salicylic acid, which is the two ingredients that I am very well aware of. I know what they are and I know how they work, so it makes me so happy that Origins have combined a moisturizer with those ingredients in there, because there isn't actually a moisturizer out there that has those ingredients. And I played around with a lot of skincare products, and this is the one that actually really stood out to me, and I've been using this like all the time. Like naturally when I go into the bathroom, I actually just gravitate towards it, and that just goes to show how committed I am in using this moisturizer. And Nathan actually uses this moisturizer as well. We both share a lot of beauty products and he is not afraid to admit that as well. So this moisturizer is oil free and super lightweight. So now that it's summer, it's all about using products that are really lightweight and hydrating but doesn't feel icky and weird on the skin. Some moisturizers do that to my skin because I am so oily. This moisturizer is the opposite. It actually hydrates my skin and makes my skin feel so silky, and I really wish you guys could like touch my skin through the screen because it just feels so soft. Usually when I use a moisturizer, after like a couple of hours, my skin's just like built up oil all over my face. As for this moisturizer, actually has helped control the oiliness. So just like I said, this product has salicylic acid, and it actually has 1% salicylic acid, which means that it's extremely gentle at exfoliating your skin. I am a huge fan of salicylic acid. It is an ingredient that I truly believe in because over the years, like I said, I suffered from congested skin, and salicylic acid is the only ingredient that helps decongest my skin. You can use it AM and PM and your skin will just glow. It will just glow over the weeks of using this product. If you guys are interested in checking out this product and you want to do a little bit more research, I will leave a link down below, and I'll also leave like a little description of like my skincare journey and like a review of this product as well for you guys. So without further ado, let's begin, and you'll be very shocked at how tired and crazy I look. Let's go. Good morning. So I just woke up and I'm feeling so dry right now. So just like I said, I'm obsessed with the Origins Clear Improvement Moisturizer. It just really makes my skin feel so silky soft. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just slather my face in this because my skin is so dry right now. And I always like to spend like a good 2 to 3 minutes just pushing the product into my skin. That way my skin is like drinking it up. I don't like it whenever I put a moisturizer on and I don't make effort in pushing the products deeper into my skin, because otherwise the moisturizer is just not going to work properly. So always use your ring finger and your middle finger to just like tap it into your skin a little bit more. And I'm going to use a jade roller. I'm going to use a spiky size. So I got this from Amazon actually. It was like £3. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to help massage my jaw because I tense my jaw a lot whilst I'm sleeping. So this is going to help de-stress my jaw and just relieve a lot of muscle ache. So whenever I think of a no foundation look, I think of good skin and I think of good brows as well, because I feel like when it comes to those type of natural makeup looks, as long as the brows and the skin looks good, that's what completes and makes the ultimate makeup look. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Benefit Precisely My Brow in shade 6 to go ahead and fill in my eyebrows. I'm going to follow the natural line of my bottom eyebrow, and I'm going to go and just do little itty bitty strokes like that, and then I'm just going to fill in the gaps within my eyebrow hairs. And then as I am filling in my eyebrow hairs, I'm gonna go in and blend it out with this little spoolie. And at the head of my eyebrow, I'm gonna brush upwards like this because I already got eyebrow products at the bottom, and I'm just gonna literally distribute the eyebrow products above, if that makes any sense. So it's like I'm moving the product in a different direction. Oh my god, I hope that made sense. So don't worry how messy the eyebrows are gonna look. I'm gonna go ahead and use a little bit of concealer and just sort out this section right here because it looks so all over the place, but it's okay though, we can fix it because it is just makeup. I'm just gonna go in with a concealer. Just use any concealer that you like, but I recommend using a concealer that's like similar shade to your skin rather than a concealer that's quite light, because we don't want no angel halo looking eyebrows over here because this is like a natural makeup look, and in order to make this look more natural is to not highlight too much using base products. So I'm just gonna fix this catastrophe over here. Even though I've been doing makeup for such a long time, I still mess up, guys. And to further blend the concealer out, I'm just gonna use a blending concealer brush. Oh yeah. I feel so much more weight now that my eyebrow's on. And then next I'm going to go in and use the Gimme Brow. I'm going to use shade 6, and this is just going to help create a little bit more texture in the eyebrows. Just like I said, whenever I think of a natural makeup look, I think of good skin and good bushy textured eyebrows. Don't be afraid to go ham with this product because I feel like the more Gimme Brow you put on, the better the brow hair looks. And what I like to do, I kind of like to put the product on my brow hair and then swipe the opposite direction. And that's going to lift the eyebrow hairs upwards. Just like how you apply mascara onto your lashes, it's kind of like the same technique. You're kind of like bringing your eyebrow hairs upwards and it's making them look fuller and thicker. Did I just say that right? Fuller and thicker? What the hell? I was meant to say filler and thicker. Oh my god. I really wish I could pull off the no brow look, but now my face needs eyebrows. Like, you know how some people, like, they look good with just no eyebrows? With me, I feel like I need eyebrows in order to, like, shape my face and to shape my eyes as well, because, you know, I have little itty bitty eyes. Gonna use the 24-hour brow setter from Benefit. Very important to apply this on because it's so hot right now. You want to make sure that your eyebrow products stay in place and your actual eyebrow hairs stay in place as well for the whole entire day. Put the brush through my brow hair and just go this way. Oh shoot, kind of just messed it up. Got a bit too excited. I feel so complete now that both my eyebrows are on. Moving back to the face now, I'm going to go ahead and use the e.l.f. Prep and Glow Stick on the highest points of my cheeks. This e.l.f. Prep and Glow Stick smells like cucumbers. Oh, it's so good, especially now that it's summer. So I'm literally just going to slava my cheekbone in this. And it's just going to give my skin like a little wet glow. Can you see that, guys? Ooh. Hello. So it looks like I've got a highlighter on, but it doesn't look like a typical highlighter. It just looks like my skin is glowing. So I'm only gonna put this on my cheekbones. I'm not gonna put it on my nose or on my forehead. I'm gonna highlight my nose and my forehead with an actual like makeup product. This is more of it's like a primer. You can of course slather this all over your face with it if you want to, this e.l.f. stick. And it's really cooling as well, which is so good because it's so hot in here. So the next product I'm gonna go in with, now it is the NARS Orgasm products that I am using. However, I know NARS is quite a luxury expensive brand. So this is the new cream blush and highlighter palette. However, I am on the search for a drugstore alternative. I haven't found one that's like exactly like that or similar to like that, but if you guys are looking for cream based blushes, I definitely recommend in looking at the MUA blushed liquid cream blush. I've used these quite a few times in my Instagram videos and I really love them, and I really love like mixing them up. Oh my god. I really love mixing them up as well because you can like make your own blusher shade, and these are like, you know, super easy to use. They are quite opaque, not too opaque, which is a good thing because it is a liquid blush, and I like to use brush like this to apply the blusher, or I like to use like a beauty blender to apply the blusher, whichever way you want. But yeah, if you guys are looking for like an alternative of the NARS Orgasm, I know it's not like a duplicate, but I like to use use cream-based products or liquid-based products when it comes to a no foundation look, because that way the skin just looks extra glowy, and I'll show you what I mean. So like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and use the NARS Orgasm blusher palette. I'm gonna use this shade right here. I'm gonna use quite a dark purplish shade, and it looks quite, you know, but on the skin it actually brings out my tan, it brings out, you know, the glow within my skin as well, and it just really suits my undertone. So I'm gonna use a blusher brush from Mask, which you can get from Boots. I'm just tapping it in there, and it's able to pick up the products really well. And then before I apply this onto my face, I'm just gonna like get rid of the excess on the back of my hand, and then I'm just gonna like do a little smile, and then I'm just gonna apply the blush on the center of my face, mainly, not really my cheekbones, mainly on the center of my face, because I feel like when blusher goes all the way up here, it can look a little bit crazy, like it doesn't look that natural. As for if you just apply blush on the center of your face, that's where it looks quite natural. So you see what I mean by that shade? It kind of just like brings out my skin tone a little bit more, and it's so glowy as well. Oh yeah. And then I'm just gonna use my fingertips just to like tap off the excess product that's sitting on top of the skin, and it's gonna help blend out the blusher a little bit more as well. When it comes to creating a natural makeup look, it's a lot of work. I feel like glamorous makeup looks, like, yeah, there's extra blending and there's extra products to use, but a natural makeup look, oh, it's a lot more work, because there's a lot more blending, and you want to make sure that your skin and your eyes and everything looks very effortless, even though you made so much effort. And can you see it kind of just melted into my skin, this blusher? And I'm just gonna do it the same on this side as well. And then using the same highlighter palette, I'm gonna go in with this cream highlighter over here. I'm gonna use my fingers. I'm gonna use my middle finger and just warm it up and just tap it on top of my highest cheekbones, and it's just gonna create a really nice luminosity to my skin. So all the glow is mainly like on the side of my face, so that way whenever I turn to the side, oh, you see a glow, and whenever I turn to the front, you still see a glow because of the blusher, because the blusher is like very nice and glowy. And then using the tiniest amount of highlighter, I'm just gonna use a little bit on the tip of my nose. I love a highlighted tipped nose. I know it's not for everyone, I know that, but for me, I'm just like, oh, hello, my nose is awake. It's like a summer Rudolph over here. I'm going to use the Morphe blusher palette now. This is in 8W, just to help set the blusher so that way it lasts longer throughout the day and it doesn't budge. I'm gonna go ahead and use this peachy coral shade right here. Now I know that peachy coral shade doesn't match the blush that I use in the NARS palette, but that's just gonna create extra dimension in the blush. So the blusher that I use in the NARS palette was a little bit darker, it was a little bit deeper. This is a little bit brighter, so I'm gonna apply that like literally on the center of my cheek, and it's just gonna add like a highlight. I'm hoping I'm making sense here, because otherwise I'm just like really embarrassing myself. When I use the same brush, because your girl is just, you know, that type of person who likes to use the same for everything. I love blusher brushes. I feel like they're so like multi-purpose. Like you can even use this brush to like blend out your foundation, because it's like just so stiff and sturdy. So I'm just going to pat the blusher onto my cheek. I'm not like swirling it around like that. I'm just like patting it on. The reason why I'm tapping this blusher on is because I want to apply this blusher precisely rather than all over the place like that. Now I'm actually going to go to the eyes now. I'm doing concealer after I apply blusher. That way the concealer can blend into the blusher and make it look extra natural. I'll show you what I mean. So I'm going to use the Eyebrow CC cream. This is such a cool little product. I'm going to use the tiniest amount. So I'm just going to blend the CC eye cream, and this CC eye cream is going to mimic my skin tone, and it's going to look like a little concealer. It's so cool. Don't be afraid that the CC eye cream or the concealer like goes on top of the blusher, because the point is that it's going to make it fade, so it looks like your skin is like naturally blushed. I know this technique feels so weird and it looks weird, and you guys are probably thinking, what on earth is this girl doing? But this is just like my way of creating the like ultimate natural non-foundation look, and I find this method works really, really well. I feel like there's no right or wrong way when it comes to makeup. I mean, there are some wrong ways, like, you know, using a shoe to blend out your foundation. That's just really crazy to me. Ultimately, as an artist perspective, I feel like there's no right or wrong way of doing your makeup. Okay, now you guys are gonna think I'm even more crazy. I know I applied this CC eye cream, but the thing is, that's just to help counteract the blueness, purplish undertone underneath my eyes, because I do have bags. People think I don't have bags, but I actually do have bags. Now, I'm using that as a color corrector, and the actual concealer that I'm using is the Born This Way Too Faced concealer, and I'm gonna use the tiniest amount, like the littlest amount ever. I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand first, and then I'm gonna use a brush to apply it on and blend it out. I am using the shade Natural Beige. Usually I use vanilla, which is so white, but that is just to help highlight. But this, I'm gonna use Natural Beige because that's like literally like my skin tone. It's a little bit lighter, but not too light. And I'm mainly putting this concealer like in the inner corner of my eye, and then just like blending it out like this, because that's where I look the most tired. So wherever you look the most tired on your eyes, that's where you want to apply the concealer. So just on the tear ducts of my eye, and then blend it downwards like this in tapping motion as well. And I'm blending really lightly, so I'm just tapping it. It almost looks like I have a bit of a facelift. And then we have to set the concealer in order for it to stay put the whole entire day. I'm going to use the Collection Sheer Loose Powder. Love this powder. Used it since I was a kid, actually. Not this one in particularly. I obviously got, you know, a new one. I'm just gonna use a little bit and just like set the concealer that way it does not budge. And I also got like a little bit of bluey redness going on my upper eyelids. So I'm just gonna apply a little bit of concealer on my upper eyelid just so I look more awake. I look so much more awake. Oh, I'm so happy right now, because earlier on I was like, ugh. I'm now going to go in with that same blusher shade that I used earlier, and I'm actually going to apply this on the center of my eyelid and then bring it down to my lash line and just blend it upwards like this. And then with a little finger, just tap it into the skin. And because your fingers are very warm, or they usually are warm, mine is always warm anyway, it's gonna help melt the cream blusher into the skin. It's just gonna blend out much nicer. And that's how you achieve like a pink summery type of eyeshadow look with absolutely minimal effort. And I'm just gonna apply a little bit more on the lower lash line, but I'm only gonna apply it like on the end. I am so obsessed with these type of summery makeup looks. Like, it's just pink, it's youthful, it's quite like Korean style makeup as well. Now for my lips, I'm gonna go in and use MUA. This is a new lip liner that they just launched recently, and this is in the shade Love Letter. Now because I have so much nano lips on my lips because my lips are just so dry, I'm actually gonna like rub the product into my lips a little bit more just so it dries faster, because I find that whenever I apply lip liner on my lips where it's like super moisturized, it kind of just slips and goes all over the place. So I like to just make sure my lips are a little bit matte but moisturized, and I'm just gonna go in and line my lips. Once you lined the natural line of your lips, that's when you can determine whether you want to go filler by going over that lip line, or you want to go thinner by going under that lip line, and then use my finger to blend out the lip line. And when you're blending, you want to blend upwards like this rather than downwards, otherwise it's just going to make the lip line really messy. So I'm kind of like using the lip liner as not only to line my lips, but to also like fill in my whole entire lip, so that way it acts as a lipstick as well. And then I'm going to go in with some lip gloss. I love using lip glosses when it comes to achieving a natural summery makeup look. I feel like lip glosses just makes the whole entire look a little bit more youthful, a little bit more dewy, a little bit more glossy, because using a lip gloss, of course. I'm gonna use the new NYX Cosmetics Filler Instinct. I'm gonna use two shades actually. I'm gonna use the shade Sparkling Please and Major Mouthage. Ooh, NYX, that's sassy. I'm going to use Sparkling first. I know that's a lighter shade, but I want to apply the darker shade on top of the lighter shade, because I want the darker shade to kind of stand out more rather than the lighter shade. The lighter shade is just to add a little bit more glitter and a little bit more sparkle. Ooh, this is so pretty. I love the lips. Definitely gonna wear this lip combo more often. And now I'm gonna go in and use Major Mouthage. I feel like this makeup tutorial is very backwards for you guys. You're probably thinking thinking, what on earth is this girl doing? But I just find that this method works for me, and I really hope you guys like it. Okay, because I've got small Asian eyes, that means I also have small Asian lashes. And I find that Asian lashes, we got to use a waterproof mascara. So I'm gonna go in and use the Eyebrow Yoga waterproof mascara. The reason why I'm using a waterproof mascara for me is because when I use a normal mascara, it smudges and it just goes everywhere, because I got monolids and quite naturally my eyelashes dips downwards rather than curls upwards. So that's why I suffer from a lot of smudginess. So that is why I recommend using a waterproof mascara if you not suffer that, but if you go through that. And I really love this mascara because look at that brush, so cool. So that is the end of the look, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this very pink lemonade-y type of summer makeup tutorial where it's all about the skin, minimal concealer, all about blush, and just all about that natural glow as well. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and click that bell button as well, so that way you guys don't miss any videos from your auntie Ling Ling. Don't forget to check out my other videos as well. I try my best to upload twice a week. If not, I do let you guys know what's going on with the dealio with my personal life on my Instagram, so make sure you guys follow me on that as well. I produce a lot of content on my Instagram, so it would be nice to see you guys there. Don't forget to check this little baby out as well. I will leave a link to this down in the description box just in case you guys are interested in checking it out and reading further information about it. I will see you guys in one of these videos. Which one are you gonna choose? Which one? See you later. Mwah. Bye.